Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Titans are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Texans, who will be testing that coverage.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here we go!
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Second down, here's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Third and long, it's Watson. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Mariota to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
So after that stop, you know that third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The play clock's running down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gould. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mariota buying time to his left. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
He was pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. On first down, it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's got room. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Mariota now on second down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Mariota from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning past him. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every now and then I scratch my head when I see the draw play called, especially after a great run the previous play. Keep attacking. Sometimes the draw play develops slowly, and that allows the defense to react.
Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a third down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They go play action. Mariota. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's Watson on third down. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's get it! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio!
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Again, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up with the flaws.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play fake. Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
To throw on second is Watson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Gun, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Back now in Nashville. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mariota now to throw on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The tight end changing his position. Mariota to sneak it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on third down?
This one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They run the counter now on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On second down, here's Watson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
8 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Watson trying to get his guys moving. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw is Mariota. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Robinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing here, Mariota. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. His throw caught at about the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Mariota here to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. A big-time play there for the Texans. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.